Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and this is a big one because I'm going to be reviewing the unreleased 2018 BMW 3 Series. So before I go over the trims, I would just like to say that these cars are still prototypes, so the version you see when the update comes out might not be exactly the same as this. So this one in red is the 320i, this is the base trim. This blue wagon here is a 340i, so this is the highest trim that's not an M3. And this one in white is the 330e iPerformance, so this one is actually a hybrid. Now this one in silver is another 320i, this one in dark blue is a 330i, and this one in dark gray is a 340i. So this is basically the same thing as the blue wagon, but it's a sedan. Now back here we've got the M trims, but I'm going to save those for later just because they are so cool and I want to save the best for the last. So I'm going to start by reviewing the base trims. So here it is. This is the BMW 320i and it's got a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine making 180 horsepower. So I'll get a start up on the 4-cylinder here. Alright, we are driving the base 3 Series. So it's honestly not bad. Like, it's not fast or anything, but it's not super slow. And this road right here is closed off so that we can do high-speed testing. Alright, so here we go. TCS off, sport mode, and we're off. Okay, there's 40, there is 50, and there is 60. So that was 0 to 60 in 7.69 seconds, which is pretty average. Alright, we'll do a 0 to 100 test here, so here we go, sport mode, and we're off. There's 50, there's 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. That was 0 to 100 in 17.19 seconds. Alright, so now for the brake test. So here we go from 60 miles an hour. And here we go. Whoa! 1.07 seconds from 60 to 0. That is completely nuts. These brakes are really sharp. And, okay, it's not quite there yet. And here we go. 1.72 seconds from 100 to 0. Yeah, these brakes are strong. Alright, now we'll try to get a top speed run in here. I don't know if we're going to have enough room, to be honest, because this is not a really fast accelerating car. And on the speedometer, it goes all the way up to 140. Actually, it goes higher than that, so here we go. 100, 110, 120. Okay, we're starting to run out of room here. 140. 150. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was 152. And it's even good around the corners. Like, the balance is great. Super easy. I'm going to cut the grass here. The twist will not be happy. But yeah, it's super easy. Just brake and turn. It's got loads of grip. Look at that. 50 miles an hour around here. No problem. So the things I like about this car, I love the brakes. They are really strong and really responsive, and the top speed is very high. And I really was not expecting that from a 180 horsepower car. So that was the 320i, and next I will be driving the 330e iPerformance. So this has the same 2-liter 4-cylinder as the 320i. However, in this car there is an electric motor, so in total it's putting out 248 horsepower. So I'll get the startup here. So it sounds the same as the 320i, and I think I'm going to start in electric mode. Oh wait, it went into sport. Hold on. There we go. So right now we are in full electric mode, as long as I keep it under 70 miles an hour, and then yeah. Then it's combined mode, and the acceleration is very fast. Alright, so first of all I'm going to test the acceleration in electric mode. So here we go. Okay, there's 20. There's 40. There's 50. And there is 60. That was 0 to 60 in 11.25 seconds, so yeah, very slow in electric mode. Now 0 to 100 is not going to be completely electric, because after 70 miles an hour, the gasoline engine starts up, so then it's going to be in full 248 horsepower mode. Here we go, and we're off. There's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and yep, there we go. 80, 90, and 100. Okay, that was 0 to 100 in 17.64 seconds. Now let's see what it can do in sport mode. Okay, yeah, this is definitely faster. There's 50 and there is 60. So in sport mode, 0 to 60 is in 6.71 seconds. So it's a bit faster than the 320i. Now here we go for the 0 to 100 test. Okay, there's 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, and 100. Okay, that was 0 to 100 in 14 seconds dead. Alright, so now for the brake test on the 330e. So here we go from 60. And braking. 1.06 seconds from 60 to 0. So the brakes on this are the same. And here we go from 100. Now here we go from 100 and braking. That was 1.7 seconds. So yeah, the brakes on this are the same. I do have a little bit of an issue with it. And the thing is, in sport mode, it's only gas. And in drive, it's electric, and then electric plus gas after 70 miles an hour, which means that I'm not really getting the car's full potential. Oh, and I forgot to test the top speed, so I'm just going to do that right now. I think it's going to be a bit less than the 320i, just because the speedometer is a bit different. The numbers are much closer together, so yeah, here we go. 110, 120, 130, and 148. So yeah, the top speed on this is slightly less than the 320i. So this one does drive nicely, and because it's a hybrid, it's going to save you a bit of money on gas. However, I just have that issue that I'm not getting the car's full potential, which is very unfortunate. So yeah, for that reason, I'm not a huge fan of this trim. Okay, now this one here is actually fun to drive because it's got a twin-turbo 3-liter straight-six engine making 330 horsepower. Yeah, I cannot wait to drive this one, so I'm gonna get a startup on the 330i. 340i, sorry. Yes, get some revs here. Yes! That sounds good. Okay, I'm just gonna launch it out of here. Yes. This is fast. Okay, let's see what this straight six can do. Here we go, and we're off. Okay, Okay, there's 40, there's 50, and there's 60. That was 0 to 60 in 4.58 seconds. That is really fast. Alright, here we go from 0 to 100, and we're off. Man, I love this car so much. There's 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. Okay, that was 0 to 100 in 9.88 seconds, which is very, very fast. Alright, so I'm going to test the brakes here, and here we go from 60. Okay, so the brakes on the 340i are stronger. That was 0.97 seconds from 60 to 0. That is just so fast. And here we go from 100. 1.63 seconds. So, yeah, the brakes on this are quite a bit stronger than the ones on the 320i and the 330e. Alright, now it's time for the top speed test. So here we go. Yeah, there's 140, 150, 160, and 168. Whoa, around the corner. That was 100. Okay, I don't want to do that again. And brake disc glowing orange there. Wow. Now for the handling, oh yeah, plenty of grip. I even kind of slid it a bit there, just a tiny bit. This one is all-wheel drive, so I'm not going to be sliding it that much, but I can get it to slide a tiny bit. Yeah, the handling on this is just so good. And it's way better than on the 320i. Like, the 320i is good for what it is. It's just a basic BMW, and it's pretty good. But this, I mean, I took that corner back there at 60 miles an hour. Like, look at this one. Boom, 60. No problem. 55, no problem. Even with traction control off. I love this thing so much. You guys have no idea. So the things I like, well, everything. I love the way it looks. I think it just looks fantastic. It's got a slightly more aggressive front end than on the 320i and the 330e. It's also a wagon, which is amazing. I love wagons. And at the back, it's got 2 exhaust pipes instead of 1. And these rims are great. The color is great. And it's got that amazing twin-turbo straight 6. 0 to 60 is incredibly fast. Top speed is really high. I mean, there's nothing bad about this car. Alright, now I'm going to go over the M3s. So right here in front of me, I have all of them. So this one in white here is the regular M3, and it has a 3-liter twin-turbo straight 6, making 425 horsepower. Now this one in dark gray here is the M3 Competition. So it has a bit more power, 444 horsepower. And this one in blue over here is the M3 CS. So this is a really rare car. They did not make many of them, and it has even more power than the Competition. It's putting out 453 horsepower. So in terms of the outside differences, they are pretty noticeable. So the regular M3 is quite discreet. Apart from the front looking aggressive, there really isn't much. Like, there are 4 exhaust pipes at the back. It's not super aggressive, and there's only a tiny lip right here, and it's painted in the same color as the body. Now the Competition is a bit more aggressive. So here at the front we have carbon fiber right down here near the vents, and at the back there is a lip in carbon fiber and a carbon fiber diffuser and carbon fiber exhausts. And it looks so good. Now on the M3 CS, it is even more extreme because at the front there is a full-on carbon fiber splitter, and on the hood there is a massive vent, and at the back there is an even bigger carbon fiber lip. The diffuser and the exhausts are still in carbon fiber. They are the same size as the ones on the Competition. So I'm going to start by driving the base M3, so I'll get a startup on this. Yes, that sounds really good. Now I'll rev it. Yes, that sounds amazing. So yeah, here we go. Just gonna make sure not to hit the other BMWs. And we're good. Quick acceleration test here. Oh yeah, this is fast. So I'm going to start with the 0 to 60 test. And this actually has launch controls. So I'm going to turn off TCS here. And we're off. And there's 60. That was 0 to 60 in 3.98 seconds, which is extremely fast. Now here we go from 0 to 100. And there's 100. That was 0 to 100 in 7.79 seconds. That is so fast. Now, I'll see if I can hit the top speed. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. And no, I don't think so. There's a corner up here. Alright, I'm going to turn around and do the top speed test. Alright, here we go. There's 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 170, and 183. And they're the brake discs glowing orange. So 183 miles an hour is the top speed on the base M3. Alright, so now I'm going to test the brakes. So here we go from 60 and braking. 0.97 seconds from 60 to 0. Now here we go from 100. 1.67 seconds. Alright, now I'm going to see what it will do around the corners. Oh yeah. And there's a roundabout here. I did not expect that. Okay, TCS off now. Yes! This thing will slide a bit. Yes! I love this thing so much. This is such a sick car. I'm gonna slide it. Nope, missed that one. Yes, it will slide. This is such a good car. Yes! What an amazing car. I love it. Alright. Handbrake slide. Let's go! Alright. Some cars in Greenville slide pretty well. This is simply amazing. Alright. Through here, sliding pretty much the whole corner. Slid there as well. I love this thing so much. Okay, I really, really love this M3. It is just so good. It's really fast, it's great around the corners, and it will even slide. So, amazing car. Next, I'm going to drive the competition, so I'll get a startup on that. So it sounds the same, but yeah, this time we've got more power. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, I can definitely feel the extra power. And here we go from 0 to 60. And there's 60. That was 0 to 60 in 3.93 seconds, so it is faster. And here we go from 0 to 100. And there's 90 and 100. Okay, so 0 to 100 in 7.76 seconds, so it's just slightly faster. Okay, now for the brake test. So here we go from 60 and braking. Okay, 0.9 seconds. So yeah, the same thing as the regular M3. And here we go from 100 miles an hour and braking. 1.65 seconds. So yeah, same thing. There is 120. There's 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 194. And the brakes are glowing orange. Alright, now for the handling. So yeah, super sharp. Just like the other one. This one feels a bit sharper, actually. Yeah, it feels more So it's tiny bit easy. So it's a tiny bit easier to slide than the regular M3, and yeah, it is an absolutely amazing car. So fun. That was very close around that corner. Alright, so to drive, it doesn't feel that much different from the regular M3. The steering is a tiny bit sharper, the acceleration is just a tiny bit faster. The top speed is a lot higher though. Now next, I'm going to test out the CS. Alright, so that sounds the same. Now I'll rev it. Yeah, it sounds the same. Okay, I can really feel the extra power. Yeah, that is really fast. Alright, so I'll start with a 0 to 60 test. So here we go. Launch control, and we're off. Okay, that was 0 to 60 in 3.81 seconds. So that is even faster than the competition. Now here we go from 0 to 100. There's 80, 90, and 100. That was 0 to 100 in 7.6 seconds, so a bit faster. Alright, now here's the brake test. So first I'm going to start at 60 and braking. So same thing again, 0.97 seconds. And here we go from 100 miles an hour. And braking. 1.62 seconds. So yeah, the brakes are pretty much the same across the three M3s. This is kind of a treacherous area, a lot of lampposts and signs. Yes, that was a little drift there. Okay, I'll pull the parking brake here. So this one does not slide as much as the competition. So this one doesn't slide as much as the competition. I can still slide it, but it's not as easy to slide. So yeah, so these are all amazing, but my favorite is gonna have to be the M3 competition. Just because the way it looks is fantastic. It's not too aggressive. It's not that extreme like the CS. It's just nice and elegant, but it's got a bit of carbon fiber on it. Also, the top speed is the highest, and it drifts really well. So if I had to pick one, I'd pick the competition. Alright, so now I'm going to go over the lights. So there are two headlight styles here. The first one looks like this, and it's on the 320i. And the second one is like this, and it's on the 330i and up. On the M3, it's the same thing, only it's tinted a bit. So, yeah, I'm just going to show you guys the lights on the 320i. So here are the headlights. As you can see, they look super clean. And here are the high beams. Yeah, they are very bright. They look great. And here are the front turning signals. Here are the ones on the mirrors. And here are the rear turning signals. And here are the brake lights. And here are the reverse lights. And finally, the fog lights. So, yeah, these look pretty sick. Now, moving on to the second style. So, as you can see, this looks way more fancy. So, yeah, here are the headlights, high beams, front turning signals. So, they're kind of a little strip there. And then there's some on the mirrors. Here are the taillights and rear turning signals, which are the same as on the 320i. And here are the reverse lights and the fog lights. So yeah, those are the lights. Okay, so actually before I finish, I'm going to take the M3 competition and do some donuts in it. Yes. This thing does good donuts. Now let's see what happens if I... Yeah, there we go. It's doing it on its own now. Whoa, okay, I don't want to hit the wall there. Alright, actually I want to do one more thing. I'm going to do a burnout. In second gear. Let's see how long you can hold it for. Whoa! Okay, that is a long burnout. I'll try it in third. See if it can hold a longer burnout in third. 7, 8, 9 miles an hour, 10. I don't know, we're going kind of fast. That was really long though. So yeah, this thing does good burnouts and donuts. Like, look at that. That is super long. So that's going to be it for today's video, and I'd just like to give a massive thanks to Hunter for letting me review this car, and Cade for helping with spawning it in many times. And yeah, massive thanks to them, and of course, hats off to CXR for making this car. Looks absolutely amazing, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.